Yuri and Ice voice meme, aka we all butcher words and names in languages we don't know. Name and online handle. I am Hadron and I go by Irony Pistol on Twitter. How did you find out about Yuri on Ice? Well, back in April or March when the show was announced, and the first trailer was released, my friend linked me, and then I forgot about it until it started airing, where my Twitter was just all my mutuals spamming Victor's butt, to be honest. And then I fell in love with the show, and that friend who suggested to me didn't watch it until the last episode. Pronounce the following. Katsuki Yuri, Yuri Plisetsky, Viktor Nikiforov, Pichit Chulanant, Jean-Jacques Leroy, Sungil Lee, Minami Kenjiro, Guang Hongji, Christoph Giacometti, Leo de la Iglesia, Georgi Popovich. I know it's Georgi or Georgi, but fight me. Email Nicola, Odebek Alton, Mikkel and Sara Crispino, Mila Babicheva, Yakov Veltzman, Stami vicino no te ned Andre. Sorry to all the people that speak Italian. Hanarezu ni soba ni ite. Lutz, Lutz. I go by how the anime says it because I've only ever seen ice skating talked about text-wise. Never have I heard any actual commentary. Tolup, Salcow, Hasetsu. Who is your favorite character and why? This is really hard because gosh bless Kubo and Yamamoto, because they make very relatable characters that I love all of them. Every time I start thinking about one of them, I'm like, oh, but this character is also really good. I'm just gonna go the easy way out and say Yuri, because just to clarify for the rest of this, Yuri is Katsuki Yuri, and Yurio is Plisetsky. But Yuri, he's the protagonist, and you get to see everything through his lens, so it's hard not, and just, he's so relatable. But I mean, like, a lot of the characters are pretty relatable. I love all of them, don't make me choose. Who is your least favorite character and why? This was really hard for me to, like, because I was thinking about this earlier while I was writing this entire thing, but I think it will have to be Mickey, or as all me and my friends call him, Crispy. Maybe I just call him that, but anyway. Because I wanted to say Chris, but honestly, by the last episode, I really enjoyed, like, his story arc, and because some of, like, the uncomfortable bits just weren't there in the last episode, it gave me a better chance to appreciate his character. Anyway, this is about how much I hate Mickey, not how much I find Chris's entire thing redeeming. I don't know, he just is probably like everyone else who doesn't like him. His closeness and overprotectiveness of his sister is very uncomfortable. But that's about it. I really enjoy, I partially feel like his entire thing with his and his sister, it was his sister that developed more, and she was more of a character than he was. Maybe that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't know. Which is your favorite song of the program music? This is really hard because I love all of them, and music is such an integral part of the show. Currently what's playing right now in my headphones is Hanarezo ni soba ni ite. I constantly forget the English name and how to pronounce it in Italian, so I call it by the Japanese name. So I feel kind of biased because I've been listening to this one song for it's been nearly a week, and it's been like the only song I've listened to. So I think at the moment it's that one. Maybe like overall, if I had to think how much I loved each song, maybe Terra Incognita, really good. And then Yurio's free skate, also really good. It's just so, I don't remember what the song is, but it's very beautiful and upbeat and like hectic. And then catchiest song, the one that I probably listened to the most, has been the theme of King JJ, because it's also the only one I've memorized the lyrics to. Yeah, I love all the songs except for, I think, email song, but that's, I don't know. It was okay. It wasn't the strongest in its genre. What was your favorite moment in the series? I adapted this from the Haikyuu voice meme, and I kept this question even though I know that it would be really hard, like all the other ones, because I love everything about the show. But favorite moment? Any time that Yuri skates Yuri on ice, it's good. It's just because there's always a different emotion behind each one, and I can't say which one is my favorite, but every time he skates Yuri on ice, it's just it's good. That's I'm sorry. I'm much better speaker than this, but I've already gushed out all of my feelings about the show that I really only have like the rawest of emotions left. It's good. It made me want to cry. I'm sobbing over it. Speaking of sobbing and crying, the next question is, what made you cry and tear up? So I cried on the bus after episode 10. I nearly cried after episode 9. Because that airport scene was heart-wrenching. And then episode 12, let me tell you about episode 12. So I cried at what was like seemingly nothing. It was just like, oh man, okay, so I nearly cried at JJ's performance because I love JJ, I love everyone. And then like Sung Gil just popped up out of nowhere, saying like, the 4 continents will be interesting. And then that's where I just lost it, and I just cried for the rest of everything. I was just so sad, and then like, God. And then I think Puchit showed up after that, but I couldn't stop crying, and my friends, because we were all watching it together, were like hugging me and saying, "Are you okay?" And I was the only one crying. I thought other people were, but I guess not. I don't know, maybe it was just that one moment it hit me. It was like, this is going to be over. These are the last time they're going to see these characters, because man, I thought like Sung Gil I was never going to see again. I love Sung Gil. But yeah, it was just that one moment, like, I'm not going to see these characters ever again in like motion, unless like the off chance there's a season 2. Let's hope for it was enough of a commercial success, because that's the only way this anime is going to get made, was financially. Gosh, yeah. And I nearly cried at the ending, but I was with so many people that at that point that we were all just kind of screaming. And God. Anyway, I spent way too long on this one question. Yeah, long story short, Yuri on Ice was an experience that just made me What are all of your ships, if any? Okay, obviously, Victory. I really love Pichuri. I will say this, but at the same time, I love their canon relationship and how they're good friends. I love friendships that they support each other and they share each other's dreams, and I just love friendship ships. Like, platonic ships are the best. So yeah, I ship them both romantically and platonically, but I just love their canon relationship. Anyway, other ships, the greatly named Salami, which is Sara and Mila. They're good. I love their friendship, but at the same time, I really want to ship them. I actually ship them more, just because I really wanted to see those ladies on ice, and we gotta see like stills, and just Please, spin-off series where it's just a bunch of female skaters being supportive of each other. Good. Sorry. Just, female figure skating division, please. Please do a series based off of that. And, oh, one last ship. And, of course, it wouldn't be me without a rare pair, which would be Guanghong Minami. There's really not much there because they never interact or meet in canon. But I would bet they would be really good friends on Instagram or Line or something like that. Just because they're both like kind of social media people. It's not as clear with Minami, but I'm pretty sure his official bio says something about him using social media kind of secretly in comparison to all the rest of the characters that are like really out there. So I don't know. I feel like they would be internet friends at the very least. They're both really like cute and childish too. Most attractive character. Victor, obviously. Okay. Yeah. I don't really have anything to put on that. Just Victor is supposed to be the beautiful character, and he is. Also, long, like white gray hair is apparently the trend of all of my favorite characters lately. So, there's that. Which character would you want to be friends with? Probably Odebek, because, man, he just seems like a nice, reliable person. Like, I understood why he is just there to further Yurio's like character development, but at the same time I really wanted him to show up sooner and become his own character, because Odebek just there to be like new skating and refreshment and Yurio's friend, but like I just wanted him to be a character, and because he seemed like he'd be such a nice guy, like a nice gentleman. Oh, and I would also want to be friends with Peachit because I feel like he'd have all the social media dirt on everyone. Like, he has all the read receipts and everything. Which character would you not get along with? Trying to think. Who would I not get along with? To be completely honest, probably not Victor. Like, as much as I love Victor, I hate people. Well, I don't hate them, but like, it bugs me when people forget their promises. So I'm kind of taking the stance of Yurio, of, oh my god, I can't believe you forgot this. Jesus, what the heck is up with you? Wouldn't get along with Georgie. I'm so bad at this, I'm so sorry. Yeah, just because he's super dramatic, that's about it. Like, I think I could stand everyone else, but I would have a lot of difficulty speaking with those two particularly. Which character am I protective of? That's like all of them, to be honest, like all of them. Like, if I see hate on any of them, I'll like this is so like not quantifiable, and it's very, very what's the word I'm looking for? But it's very subjective. But any character that's getting like unnecessary hate in air quotes, that kind of just regards that they're like a well-written character, even if some of them are just kind of like plot devices or filler characters, like if I see people just kind of bashing on them without really thinking of the depth that Yamamoto and Kubo put into them, I'm kind of like taken aback, like, let me tell you this, except for not really, because I'm a non-confrontational person. But I don't know, I think even if the characters are just like side characters that they're supposed to fill in space for the competition and put more things in. I know that, I'm pretty sure I read it from an interview with Kubo, that she was saying that, like, was it Kubo or was it Yamamoto? I don't remember, but she was saying that she didn't want them, like, the characters to seem just like, oh, they're just filler characters. Even though, obviously, like, you know in the background that they are, but they still feel like they have something. So I feel like when people make jokes that completely disregard a character and all their development and, like, boils them down, that kind of gets, it's kind of irritating just because disregards the show. But most times they mean it lightheartedly and they get it, so they get the show in general. I don't know. I love all the characters. Okay, this has gone on for way too long. Sorry. Last thing is, see you next level.